What's going on, guys? It's Dylan here. I wanted to give you guys sort of a raw video, right? Just me, you, and the camera. Talk about trading in life. Talk about why trading maybe hasn't clicked for you yet. Maybe you've been doing it for a couple months now and you don't see any progress. Maybe a couple years and you don't see any progress, and that's okay, right? I'm 21 years old. I started trading right after high school. In May 22nd will actually be 3 years since I started trading. Today is May 11th. So next week will be 3 years exactly since I placed my first trade. And I've came a long way. And it wasn't until the last 6 months that I really started to see some money come in, right? I've been profitable for about a year, but it was like break-even profitability, right? It wasn't large money. I would win more than I would lose, but I would still lose, and my losers were still significant size, bigger than I wanted them to be. I needed some polishing up, and I wasn't making great money, but I was profitable, and that's better than most. But now, here we are, 3 years into my journey, and I'm making, 5-6K a month, which isn't awful. It's not great. It's definitely not where I want to be. I want to be over 10K trading a month, but I know that comes with time. In the same way I had to scale from 1 to 2K a month to 3 to 4K a month, it's the same exact process over and over again. And that's what a lot of you guys are failing to realize. And that's why a lot of you guys aren't making money. It's because you don't have the patience to sit down with yourself for an extended period of time and really go through what it takes to become profitable. Because the truth is, it takes a lot. In fact, it takes everything. It took everything from me, and it's gonna take everything from you. And the point where you go, aha, this is what I have to do, is typically after you hit rock bottom. Okay, I quit my job. I dropped out of college. I was living in my car. I have a small family. It's just me, my mom, and, my younger siblings. I live with my grandma. It's not a lot, and I didn't have much, but that's what was needed to kind of propel me through those areas of gray, through those areas of difficulty. And I think that's what a lot of you guys are lacking. You guys are wanting quick money, right? You place a trade and you want to make $1,000 today, $1,000 tomorrow, $1,000 the next day. And the truth is, you're just going about it wrong. I always think about it like it's better to start off doing the right thing, because if you start off doing the wrong thing, later on in your path, you're going to have to transition to the right thing, and we're just wasting time here. If you really want to get rich quick, which I believe trading can get you rich quick, I just don't think that it's necessarily as quick as you guys want. If I sat down and told you, if you guys put in work for 2 years straight and failed over and over again, but after 2 years you were rewarded financial freedom, time ownership, that's pretty damn quick, considering most people go to college for 4 years just to get a degree and stuck with hundreds of thousands of dollars of student debt, right? You guys want to get rich tomorrow. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen. And it comes with accepting. Profitability is about accepting, healing, learning, and growing, okay? And the first step, though, is acceptance. It's the same with AA or NA. When you go to any of these Narcotics Anonymous meetings, the first step is to realize and accept that you have a problem, right? So you guys need to sit back and realize, hey, I'm doing something wrong, okay? I'm doing something wrong, and I'm continuing to make this same mistake over and over and over again, and my trading's not improving. Well, guess what? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. A lot of you guys know your mistake. You know your flaws, right? You understand that I make the same exact mistake every single day. I constantly am getting manipulated. I'll get stopped out just for price to run in my direction. I don't know what to do. Well, you're not looking for a cure, right? You're not trying to improve, because if you were, you wouldn't be taking or making the same mistakes over and over again. Now, of course, here and there, it's okay to make mistakes. We're human. But as long as we're really and actively trying to improve those mistakes. Because if we're just sitting there and, I got stopped out today and I didn't stop out, right? My stop loss got hit and I didn't close my position. I let it run, 5 to 10 ticks higher than what it was supposed to, and I lost more money. And then tomorrow you do it again, and then Wednesday you do it again. You are not actively trying to fix that problem. And it's difficult and it's interesting teaching trading, because a lot of the things I'm trying to teach you guys are as simple as do it. All right, just do it. When you get stopped out, just stop out, right? When take profit hits, just trim. When you're supposed to put stop loss at break even, just do it, right? You guys know what you're supposed to do. A lot of you guys just aren't taking action, right? You're not doing it. And that's the reason you keep failing, is because you understand what you're supposed to do. You accepted that you have a problem, but you're not putting the effort forward. And that's what's holding you guys back. That's what was holding me back. I had these problems and I identified these problems. I would journal inconsistently, but I would journal. I used to journal. I journal every day now, but I would journal really inconsistently, and I would get a glimpse at what I do wrong. I would get a glimpse at how I can improve, but it was never at the point, and I wasn't thorough enough with my work to really change, right? And I would experience the same things over and over again. I drove myself insane. I lost thousands of dollars. My family didn't believe in me. My grandma told me to quit. My grandma still wants me to go back to college, even after making $6K a month trading. It's unconventional, right? This is different. Online money, it's a new world. But the truth is, this stuff is possible. And I want you guys to just carry that message with you through your journey, that this is possible. And keep reminding yourself. Remind yourself that what I'm doing is going to pay off. What I'm doing has an end goal, right? There is light at the end of the tunnel. And although I may be losing now, understand that blessings are on the way. And you can't become successful without going through failure, right? If you want to get shredded and you want to go to the gym and you're new, you're going to feel weak before you feel strong. If you really want to go to a new college lecture and learn new information, you're going to feel stupid before you feel smart, okay? And it's the same thing with trading. It's okay. You're going to feel slow. You're going to feel like it's a new language, like it doesn't make sense. But you have to push through that trial and error of failure to get to the light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of people quit. A lot of people fail and give up because they are not properly equipped with the mentality it takes to become profitable, right? It's not for everyone. It's not for the weak. You have to do things broke. You're going to do things scared. You're going to do things alone. You're going to do things tired. And it's not easy, especially for young hustlers, right? I'm 21. Most of the people who watch me are 18 to 25, and we're young. It's not easy going through that much failure and expecting a good outcome, but I promise you guys it will happen. It's crazy to look back on my journey and think about how far I came. And if you want the truth, everything kind of just happened at once. It's like day by day, every single thing changes. But when you look back, nothing was different, right? There's nothing different. I'm doing the same thing I was doing 2 years ago, right? 3 years ago. I was still waking up, sauna, gym, hopping on the charts, eating healthy. I've been trying to improve. And I know most of you guys just don't know who I am, but I put in the work, right? This isn't luck. I put in my work. I did my failure. And that's what it takes. You can't step into this realm of online money and just expect to be successful, because you won't. you won't be successful. And I teach this shit, and I have no reason to lie to you guys. You will not be successful at first, and success can come very quick, but you have to do the right thing. Okay? It sounds stupid, and I know it does. Like, I really do know it does. But you guys have to do the right thing. You need a system. You need a set of rules. You need to follow them. And you're not. And that's the reason you're stuck where you're at. And it might seem like you're doing the right thing. You might journal. You might trade every day. You might identify your mistakes. Some days might be phenomenal. You might have great days, and you might make a lot of money some days. But other days you might lose just as much. And there's different realms, there's different aspects to trading, there's different levels to conquer. It's not just trading. Like, the term trading is it's a euphemism, and it sounds funny because trading is just pressing buttons. You press buy, you press sell. But there's levels to conquer. You have to conquer yourself, you have to conquer your psychology, your emotions, you have to conquer the strategy, market experience, screen time, risk management, right? All of these things come into play, and they hold hands with each other. And that's what creates the term profitability. It's not just, oh, I know how the market moves. We just swept liquidity, or we're going up, let me buy. We're going down, let me sell. You're going to fail, right? And if you are completely motivated and determined to make this shit work, you're going to make it work, right? That's how this game goes. If you want it bad enough, you'll get it. But if you fuck up and you keep making the same mistakes over and over again, it's just gonna prolong that process, guys. Anyone could become profitable. I mean, I had a 2.1 GPA when I graduated high school. I remember I couldn't even park my car at the school. I didn't even have a car in high school, but if I did, I couldn't drive it and I couldn't park it because my GPA was so low. You don't need to be special. You don't need to be anybody of importance or significance. You don't need a PhD. You don't need a college degree. You really just need to have a mindset that is reinforced by the fact that this takes time, right? It's reinforced by the fact that you know this is going to take time, and you shouldn't care. When I was losing money, when I lost, I would wake up every morning early as fuck, motivated just to lose money, right? It would crush my soul. It would hurt. And I would go to sleep the next day, wake up, and do it again. But guess what? The whole time I said, I don't care how long this takes. I don't care. I didn't set expectations. I didn't set an expiration date, a time limit. I didn't put a ceiling on myself. I said, I am starting to understand this, and I don't care how long it takes. If it takes 5 years, in 5 years, I'm about to be rich as fuck. If it takes 2 years, in 2 years, I'm about to be free, living my dream life. And that's the sacrifice it requires. If you want it, go get it. There's no ceiling. There's no time limit. You put the work in. Everyone's different. What took me 3 years might take you 6 months, right? Might take you 10 years. It's not going to take you 10 years. I promise you that. 10 years is crazy. But today was a great day. Today I traded with my Discord. I caught 120%. 120% in literally 5 minutes, guys. If you put $10,000 into that trade, you just made $10,000 and some change. Where can you get returns like that in trading? I'm doing a small account challenge with my Discord. I took it with 2 cons. I made about $150 on a small account. I'm doing a small account challenge. We're taking $300 all the way to $3,000. And the account is just about at 1,000. We're just at a K. A bando, you feel me, a little bando. We grew it from a 300 to a band. 3 bands is next. And it's just to prove to you guys that this isn't luck, right? It's not luck. Once you obtain the skill, I could flip any amount of money. I could flip 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 10,000. And obviously it's easier to flip larger amounts of capital. But I just want to show you guys that you don't need a lot of money to start trading. You don't need $10,000. You need $500, $300, and you could scale it. But just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about, just kind of ranted a little bit, I guess, but just the reasons why you're still stuck in your trading, and what could help, right? And what could help you out, because I just remember being stuck, man. I remember I would work 40 hours at a pizza place. I would go to high school. I went to college for a few semesters. I was struggling. I was struggling. I didn't have a car for a little bit. I've slept on streets. I've slept in cars. I never had much, but I do have a unbelievably concrete mindset when it comes to, if I want something, I'm gonna get it. And that's really the only thing required of you to start trading. It's not about the strategy. It's not about the risk management. It's not about if you have a funded account or a live account. It's not about how many ticks you can catch. It's, are you willing to put the work in? Are you willing to fail? Are you willing to wake up, fail again, hustle, study, feel like you know it all just to wake up and fail again? Are you ready for that? If you're not, then you're not ready to trade, because that's the only thing that really matters in trading. That's it. If you could develop that type of mindset, you will go so far. And that's why I encourage people who don't have much, right, and who come from nothing to start trading, right? I come from nothing. We started at the bottom, right? And when you're at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, right? See, some people think they're lucky. Some people think they're born into money, or fuck that. Even they just start trading and they get a couple lucky trades, right? First 2 trades, they're made $1,000 on a live account. They got placed up here. They're on top of the mountain. And when you get placed on top of the mountain, there's not many places to go but down, right? You can't keep climbing another mountain. You're at the top. And that's the issue with a lot of people. And that's why I think that if you do come from nothing, if you do struggle, and if you do find yourself having a mindset of, if I want something, I'm going to obtain it, trading is for you. Trading is definitely for you. I learned to love failure. I learned to love myself vicariously through trading. Trading is my passion. It saved my life. I don't think I have anything else I don't think there's anything remotely close to trading in terms of what I love to do and my passions. I want to start making these videos every day, just kind of yapping. Hopefully even if I can inspire one person, that would mean a lot to me. So just wanted to yap a little bit about myself and maybe why you could be stuck in your trading journey. And yeah, guys, I hope you took something away from this video. It's Monday. We cashed today. Me and the Discord are fucking banked. We had an undefeated week last week. The week before, we took 1 loss. We've just been running it up. We've just been running it up and just looking back at how far I came, man. I got to give myself a pat on the back. My Discord is free, by the way. I don't sell anything. I don't sell a mentorship. I don't sell a course. I don't sell a Discord. There's no access. I do everything for free. I just want to show people that trading will and can change your life, and it changed mine. And I don't need to sell a course to make money, right? I can make money and be free from just trading. And I think that's the main point I want to make. I'm 21. I don't work a job. I'm financially free. Am I a millionaire? Do I have hundreds of thousands of dollars? Fuck no. Do I have a few $10,000? Do I have some money? You know, am I doing well? Do I support my grandma? Do I support my mom? I do. And, you know, that's all I could ask for. I don't want a nice car. I don't need a Lamborghini. I don't need a Ferrari. I don't need my own house. I really just get enjoyment from helping my family and giving back to my mom and my grandma. But yeah, once again, man, I'm Dylan. That's just a little bit about me. I hope this resonated with you. And yeah, we sipping some electrolytes right now. About to enjoy the day. It's beautiful out. It's 75 degrees in New Jersey. I'm about to go play some basketball. And yeah, y'all boys be easy. Have a great day. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.